Hey, what's going on, guys? Here we are again with one of these packs of magazine games, and we're going to draw this one out. This is Strategy and Tactics issue number 325 from December of 2020. Italian Ottoman War, 1911 to 1912. What are they shooting in the air? Planes, maybe? Has to be. Well, let's open this up and check it out. Well, here's the map and counters. Let's look at the magazine itself. This is when they went to hard bound instead of stapled or soft bound, whatever the hell you call it. There's the rules. Looks like them right here. Here we go. Let's get a little bit closer. I'll take my glasses off so I can see what the hell I'm doing. Italian Ottoman War, 1911-1912. Never heard of this. Two-player war game of the Italian invasion of the territories that became Libya in 1911 and the subsequent campaign which ended the following year. Interesting. All right, we have general. We have a game scale. Each hex is 45 kilometers. Oh, yes, air units are 6 to 12 aircraft or an airship. All right. I always like games with airships, eh? Here's a, excuse me, here's a mobile unit. Unit ID, unit size, unit type. And we have a combat strength and a movement allowance. What the hell is that unit type? I don't know what that is. I've never seen that before. Oh, no, that's not it. Here it is. Is it the same symbol? Oh, yeah, that's light infantry, light Italian infantry. Yep, it's an explanation of the counters. Here's an explanation of all the different factions and their collars on the... oh, man, this is sealed up in its own little... All right, well... There'll be these collars. These, the Italian regulars will be white on green. The Italian colonials will be gold on green. Turkish are red on gray. Senussi are black on red. Libyan tribes are black on tan, and the British are red on the blue. Here's some more explanations of all the different types of units. A little section on definitions of the terms that are probably used in the rules. Game length, victory conditions, setup is all spelled out here. There's the sequence of play. We have an Italian player turn with an event phase. AP, I'm assuming it's probably action point, determination phase, recruiting phase, march phase. And there's a couple of sub phases beneath that march phase. You have a movement and a battle segment. Then you have a sustainment phase, a rally phase, and an Aegean operations phase. Then it's the Ottoman player's turn. There's also an event phase, AP phase, recruiting phase, march phase. It's basically the same thing repeated for the Ottomans. Then it goes into explain the event phase. Oh yeah, they are action points. Okay, action points, probably how to use them, zones of control. Marches, land unit movement. What else looks cool? Combat. Here, there's some combat explanations and rules here. Special situations. Combat procedure. All right. Well, it leads you through how to conduct combat. Winning battles in pursuit. So if you win a battle, I guess you can pursue the enemy. And then there's supply. Unit status and rallies. Leaders. Okay, there's some little bit of leader stuff in here. Naval movements and amphibious assaults. Air support. Special units. Naval gunfire. Entrenchments, bases. Ottoman uprisings, Senussi, fog of war, Italian Aegean naval operations, Italian staging display, weather, advanced rules, British forces seize Senussi into Egypt, additional logistics rules. And then an ad, and then there's a bunch of tables. Here's an event table, recruits table, naval tables, air support, action points, and then I guess on the opposite side is the Ottoman and the Ottoman charts and tables. So the pages are actually 16 minus this ad over here, so it's really 15 pages. And if you take off these 2 pages of charts, it's really only 13 pages of rules. Well, 12 and a half, call it. That's not terrible. And on a campaign I've never gave much thought or heard of before. All right, well, let's open this thing up. DG does this from time to time. It's not every game or every issue, but from time to time they'll wrap stuff up in a separate. Let's look at the counters. Oh, they're very colorful. And they pop right out of this. They're pretty thin, white core. Thinner than they are now, I would say. Very thin. And but they pop right out of the sprue. I mean, they're trying to fall out right now. Green, Italian, Ottoman. I'm guessing the green are probably the Italians. Yeah, Italian regulars. And then over here is the Ottomans in gray and red. Tribal, Senussi, and some administrative and extra. Here's the British down here. So it's one counter sheet. Counters look fine. It's NATO symbols. Some of the symbols I'm not familiar with, but they look cool. I actually like the color scheme for this on the counters. All right, let's look at this map. Oh man, I've had this folded for so long. You know how those maps get that's been folded forever. Heavy, deep ass creases. Here we have, well, it's Libya basically. A little bit of Egypt, I guess, in the corner. It's a map of Libya. Here's your terrain key right down here. There's a side over here. I don't know whose side, but there's charts and tables on this side for one player and charts and tables on this side for the other. I'm guessing they're basically the same. Combat results table right here. Terrain effects chart. Well, this is only on one side. Terrain effect. The terrain effects chart. Combat results table. Holding boxes. Turn record track. Combat results table. Holding box. There's different holding boxes, of course. And an aircraft allocation, or Italian action point table. It must be where the Italians sit. Ottoman action point table. Okay, well, everybody's got their own action point table and holding boxes and combat results table. There's only one terrain effects key, but after a little bit, everybody should be able to quickly figure that stuff out and remember it. That's a pretty interesting map. So, well, that's a look at the Italian-Ottoman War, 1911 to 1912, published in Strategy and Tactics magazine, issue 325 from back in December of 2020, a couple years ago. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Let's go, Brandon.